Hello everyone and welcome back to BRL as we start tonight with a full quali session for the start of BRL Season 7 for Tier 1. Alongside me tonight is Ridian. How are you, mate?
Shoo. Pretty good. Pretty good. No. Hopefully a tier one will be better watch than tier three.
Yeah,
Faster drivers, hopefully smarter drivers.
I
Hopefully don't have
definitely.
another hopefully don't have another like autism moment between the Williams and the Aston Martins.
Yeah, definitely smarter and a lot quicker as well, which is
Yep.
how the weekend goes. We go from Tier 3 to Tier 1 to Tier 2 at the end. And, well, tonight we
Well,
have a full quali session in store for you guys as Mahinovic has retired and called it a day.
great start to his season.
Great start for his
I think
season, yeah.
that is as good as it can get really. Retiring before you can even set up in the first qualifying session of the season.
Yep. I wonder if it's for setups or something like that. But, well, we have if Mahinovic cares to come back, we'll have 18. But
Hmm.
yeah, looking forward to seeing how the race is tonight. Obviously, you got the champion sitting out tonight, meaning that everyone who is looking to make a statement on this game, especially we'll talk about Mr. Chris. He is probably going into the season talking about dominant to the end of last season. He is probably the favourite for this title.
Hmm.
But I think the whole Mercedes McLaren Academy looks very strong when it comes to team lineup for academies. As URFL Russell is going to do a lap, and he'll be the first man to set a lap this season in the Williams, who, well, let's safe to say, always invalid, but
That
safe to
lasted
say,
long.
didn't have a very good night last night. As oh, yonder, don't cuss out my team again, cheeky bastard.
Oh, is that the washed three-time champion talking?
Exactly, mate.
Yeah.
I know who my real champ is, and it's not
Yeah.
you.
Oh.
Talking to yonder, by the way.
Ah, okay. Dub. I was going to carry on from what you were saying about the teams. They do look strong. Oh, the grid does look like it's taken a step back from last season, but there's still some like big names like F1 Union, some Quiz, Chris, obviously. Maybe not Samuel Drake Lee still there. I think he notched up like 3 wins last season. Definitely
Yep.
an underdog for the championship at last season. There's a lot of new names. I can't remember half the exact. I think two-time champion or is it one time? 'Cause he won in
One.
season 4. Yeah,
Oh,
season
yeah,
4
one
champion.
time champ. Yeah.
Yeah, was bound to be season 5 champion, but he left halfway through the season and still finished fourth in the championship, if I'm not wrong. So it was definitely still a very strong campaign for doing half the season. Hopefully, he
Oh,
wants to get back to that winning feeling. As
yeah, it
Jack
seems like it.
Haybanter in the stake slot into P1 with the 14.7, already beaten. I think that's level with the T3 pole right now. I think they're just bankers. So
Yeah,
definitely
tier 3 was
time
overcast
will
as
definitely. Mm.
Mahinovic has obviously gone to get to, and it's
Yeah.
like them. Hugo set his. Uh, I'm assuming he did a second bank a lap or he messed up.
Mm.
We've got who has more aids, Ian or Logan? Got to say Ian there.
I think it's equal, as the results are 0.
Yeah, true. Yeah, actually,
Yeah, yeah.
good point. Good
And
point.
you chose me.
Um.
I
Oh,
think UFR
covers.
Russell is just about to run out of fuel. He's gonna have to
Yeah,
limp to get into the pits there.
I'm watching Hugo here. He's on an actual lap. He is coming through turn 6 and into turn 7. The first of the S's, which on
Hmm.
this new patch that came out today, the update. I think it's made the handling a bit nicer and the curbs a lot nicer as well. But
I haven't
I
tried
only
it
did
today,
about
so
20 minutes of practice.
12 seconds up would put him
Ooh,
on a. I think that'd be a 16 so far. So
he
he'll
had a
probably
rear
gain a
end.
few more. He'll probably gain a bit more seconds down this final sector. Very clunky. Tons of 90 degrees. The final corner especially hard to get right as he comes across the line. Took a little lift, I think, at the end, but that's a 15.5. It's not a bad lap from Hugo. And who's
Yeah.
next? Pigeons Invalid on, I think that's Inter's.
Yeah, on
Mr.
Inter.
Chris. We've got two Chris's
He's
in
done a lot.
this season so far. Is Chris a full-time driver or is Chris your reserve stepping in?
Mr. Chris is my full-time driver, yes. JJ
Is he the cat man?
Yes, that is the cat
That's
man.
him.
Yeah, JJ should be here, but should be in place of Pigeon, but he is not there tonight. Up the line
Pigeon
goes Mr.
P3.
Chris. He's not gone top. That is very surprising.
Who else is on that? Rice Wolf, I think, is just starting his in the Haas. Haas, overall, do look like an underrated team, as in every single tier. Tier 3, they've got a good driver in Zach. Tier 2, I can't remember their lineup, but even though they're with a partnership with Red Bull, they've got Yonder in there, which will be bound to be good anyway. So
Yonder's missing our 4 racers in tier 2 this season, so you'll miss out some valuable points.
Yeah. Rice Wolf's actually had a great first 2 sectors. Well, this is his second. He's carrying all the speed. Has a bit of lower EOS, so he has been using it quite a lot in the first 2 sectors. The car does seem like it feels a bit heavy for flying through there. But coming around into the final sector, gonna put into 4. Ooh, big snap as he clips the curb on the inside. Driver's still not getting used to the difference in curbing, as it seems. As
Vapor on the Inters. Up to the line.
Ooh, Rice Wolf has another snap. That will be a 15.2. So pace definitely seems a lot slower on this new patch than how it used to be. Because my tier 3 time on mediums would have slotted me P3 right now.
Damn. Yeah, really get yourself into tier 1, please.
I definitely think this pace has changed. The difference in performance changed the pace.
Yeah, I mean,
even watching it, the cars do look a bit slower.
The game's a bit of a glitch on that one, but we're just trying to pull through this period and hopefully it changes. They're trying to change it one by one.
Just raw dog it. UFL Russell was on our lap. I think he still is, but a massive snap into turn 3. Just trying to carry all the speed, but he's backed off there.
There we go.
Both Red Bulls haven't done the laps, yes.
Vapor wasn't on our lap. Marine starting the lap. We'll go on board with him. He's on the mediums. I've not seen this guy. I have not seen Marine drive in a very long time. It's been about 6 months.
Takes that very well.
Yeah, he's looking very quick on this game. He seems to be at his best, and I've seen him at a good pace before.
Great rotation into the first chicane. Carries a bit too much speed. Runs a bit deep, but gets a good exit. Carries all momentum into the fast left, then the right. Carries onto the curb, stays with it, keeps his tyres on the apexes. That's how you meant to put in the car. But carries the speed well, stays into 6th, chucks onto the straight. Has a lot of ERS to burn. 2.1 seconds upward, puts him, I think, around P3, P4 at the moment. Keeping to 2nd, don't have the wheel spin.
He's gone deep.
Bit of oversteer, not what you really want. Massive snap at the end. It's hard section to get right in Mexico, but if you do get it right, it will cost you not a lot. Oh, what's the opposite of cost? It will benefit you. That's the word. Looking for but Marine slots into P6 as Jack Hay Banter goes even further to the top, outstretching his advantage in Q1. So if I was him, I would probably just pit now and just wait out the session. His lap seems fine. Tepolowski maybe in that 48. But I think the Red Bulls are just starting to go out now. Union, I think Zach is just leaving the pits too. Red Bull do look good. Both former champions in Tier 1. Jaden and Zach. Zach a bit more dominant. Jaden a bit more consistent throughout the season.
Yeah, Jaden's wins racked up more towards the end of his season. It was obviously a shortened season. It was only 9 races. But again, it showed in that season every single point counted. I mean, he had a couple of drivers to fight with. He actually fought with Zach for most of the season, but Zach fell off a little bit at the end, and then he took command. And then that was... Oh, I've got someone to ban in the Twitch chat. See you later. Spam account. You know, the ones that offer promotions on the stream. Just like...
I was like, hey, I was scrolling through Twitch and I saw your stream or something.
Yeah.
But
you
wanna
Zach,
take away Jaden's lap while you're there?
Yeah. Jaden coming through the or not the S section, the stadium section. But Zach hasn't been seen driving league racing really since about February. After I had a chat to him about it. He's not really been driving as much, and he's just been focusing on playing other games and just calming down a little bit, which is fair enough. Jaden now comes into turn 1, takes a lot of that inside curb, and the second and the third runs nice and over that curb, doesn't invalidate, and he's not on the limit, just trying to get himself a lap
Can have my food
to put it in. Yep, sound. Into turn 4 and turn 5, tricky section, and into 6 he runs quite close to the white line. Both the apexes taken, and now runs as wide as he possibly could as Mr. Chris goes to the top. The S section for Jaden now takes quite nice through turn 9 now, and then turn 10, the biggest threat to lose your lap. The next one coming up into the stadium section. The DRS wide open now. Oh, just on the limit. Now runs it over the curb. Touches the curb again. It's nice. Doesn't spin you anymore. And then up to the line comes F1 Union to go P4. Hugo up to the line. Stays 10th. Zach now through the last corner. We'll see what he can do. He goes up to 6th, 3/10 back from his teammate, but just a little bit off the top 5 there. He dips a tyre into grass on the outside. Hugo on another lap. He's not used much. He's not got much fuel either. Russell, URFL Russell, into turn 1 we go. Not as hard on the curbs. He actually missed that apex and lost the rear because of it. Pigeon now through turn 3. Now down into turn 4. See, wants to open up the corner, locks up, centered in, doesn't miss the apex at both of them now. And now into turn 6. The double apex corner on the right hand side, loses a little bit of the rear on the exit, but doesn't lose too much time. Slides through turn 7, 8, he's fine. Turn 9 we go on board, and 10 he's alright. And now down into the stadium section where he's got traffic incoming. Locks up on the inside, loses the rear. Ooh, just keeps it out the wall. But yeah, Pigeon's lap will probably be one to recharge the battery for now. Tepolovsky on another lap now. Mihinovic, it did the little glitch thing where whenever you leave the session it retires you. Turn 7 now. Russell complains about grit in the chat, I see. I mean, fair enough, it's quite slidey. We can see you're just a little bit further off your teammate, but as long as you can get your lap in, then it'll be good. Because you got a couple of drivers around you that are on the cusp and can't invalidate on this last lap, putting themselves under severe pressure as Tepolovsky comes round that last corner and up to the line we go. He he stays P4 but improves his lap time. Next, Chris comes into the stadium section. Harrison, it looks like they might be doing a tow here. Down the main straight, Harrison goes to start his lap as yonder will be getting a message deleted. Harrison then down into turn 1, towing along his teammate, it seems. Takes that first apex nicely, takes a lot of that second curb, and the third curb just unsettles the car a little bit. Means that he might lose a little bit of time because of it. Now to the outside, and then he wants to bring it in close to the inside. Misses the first apex and misses the second as well. He looks like he's struggling a little bit here. Now into the next corner, which is the corner turn 6, and into the S's now, as he's got a McLaren in front. Comes through turn 9, turn 10, just needs to put a lap on the board, as he might get impeded here. As into the stadium we go. Mr. Chris has retired. Harrison then through the last corner and up to the line. Let's see what he can do. It will be P6 for him, and Chris goes up to second, a whole 7.5 tenths in front, or 6.5 tenths even. Yeah, I've got to say as well, Sam, you've snuck under my nose there. I didn't even realise you went top, because I know you've been top for a while, but I didn't even realise you went to the top when, like, I was on board with, I think it was Mr. Chris or Marine or something like that. Samuel Drake Lee cooked them. Pigeon then. Certainly not safe. Currently last, unstable at the rear. Seems like he is struggling for grip a bit as we go down into the stadium section. Let's see, does he learn from his mistakes? No, he doesn't. He still touches that sausage curb, which is just located a little bit more towards the inside. Nearly loses his lap. Now through the last corner, he gets loads of rotation, but just loses the back end. Does he get in? Oh my lord, he gets in. Just, oh, Russell gets gets into 12th and dislodges Pigeon. And now it's down to Hugo and Samurai, and Hugo has spun, so he is out of qualifying. Fisichella is also out, meaning that Samurai is safe, and that is, well, that is Q1 done. And Samuel Drake Lee tops the timings in Q1. Oh, and Harrison also improved on that last lap. I just realised he did a little lap before and gets himself onto a 14.4 and up to P4. Shout out Frosty Life, by the way, getting himself into Q2. Definitely looking better on this game as Armano. But if you look at the order, then Samuel Drake Lee and Chris very close, followed by the other Chris, and then Harrison very close to each other. So the Mercedes McLaren Academy, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 14th. You've got F1 Union and Zach through. Jack Hay Banter on his debut through. Russell through after a complaint of of no grip, and sadly Hugo out on his debut as well. Oh. As we have a driver out on track, we have a Haas of as F1 Union has left the session. Right then. Rice Wolf will be the first man in Q2 to set up. So, as we head down the main street, he will be thinking of getting his braking correct and not losing too much time. Obviously on the first run he might be using older tyres, we'll see in a minute. Takes turn 1 and 2 quite nicely. He's on new tyres. Into turn 4 and then turn 5. Takes a lot of curve on that right hand side. Loses the rear a bit with the rear spinning. Now through turn 7. Little slide. Turn 8. Turn 9, turn 10. Little bend in the straight. And then up to the stadium section. Oh, he's on the limit. And through the little hairpin. And then up through the left hand or the right hander. Up to the line. Goes Rice Wolf to put himself onto a 14.4. URFL Russell has invalidated his lap. Samuel Drake Lee, the man who was first at the start of or at the end of last session, we'll watch his lap coming through the stadium section right now, through the final corner, and now up to the line. He gets he just locked in 100th behind Jack A. Banter, but continuing that fine form, Mr. Chris locked in just behind Samuel Drake Lee as well, but Jack A. Banter put himself onto first at the moment as Sinquires. That must have had a mistake in it. And Chris has also gone 5th. Zach put himself at the top with a 14.2. That's the Zach we want to see. F1 Union.
Who's back?
Not you.
I'll just leave her, Guess I'll kill myself.
Please, no, please.
Add my chippy. So, what did I miss in Q1?
Well, you missed a Mercedes masterclass at the end.
I think sound's gone into the wall. Just entering the stadium. I don't think it's damaged, but Just caught the end of him, kind of nearly steamrolling into the barrier.
Right then, can you take away our good friend F1 Union's lap, please?
No, but well,
Oh.
anyway. Right, Jaden, round the final corner, carries it all the speed, doesn't want to have the wheel spin, it is extremely hard to spin up the rears, or easy to spin up the rears into the final corner. But keeps well, chucks up the DRS on, flying up around 210 miles an hour, you're usually getting around here. Maybe he'll hit 207, I think, maybe pitch. Nope, 206. Flies in, keeps in third gear, clobbers the inside curve, carries rapidly, switch it over to the left hand side, but keeps it down really nicely through the turn 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. Then carries it in. Now diving into the second chicane, will want to brake late, but not overrun the car. Clips the first apex nicely, gets a rotation and well for the second. Doesn't want to power down too damagedly, but flows it through nicely into the double right-hander. And then we're going into the fast sequence of corners. Chucks in, no need for a brake there. Keeps it flat for these next couple of right-left-handers. Tightens up into the next DRS zone. Has 25% ERS to use. He will use that all down this straight, I believe. As they're flying through into the stadium section, keeps into fourth, power on nicely. And then we're slowing it down into the stadium. Third gear, doesn't want any real spin. And we're getting to the final corner. Ooh, my game glitched to kind of teleported into the apex, but F1 Union across the line looked good. They get to 14-2. All top four are within a tenth of each other, half a tenth. Let me look at that
That's
gap, actually.
Good laugh from Jaden. That he
0.023 between the top four. That is insane.
Wild.
Yeah.
Look at the top five.
Yeah, and then Chris with half a tenth off as well.
Yeah, so.
Mad. And then we see
What?
some quiz 1.4 seconds off all of them. Hashtag washed.
Well, you can see Chris is seems to be doing a practice session on those tyres.
Details, tyres, yeah.
Oh, no, he's just cutting corners.
He's practicing
Poor
for the
man,
new rules
Valtteri
racing league.
Bottas. I don't even have a purple sector says that. That is wild.
Just consistent for all three sectors instead.
You could say, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, sneeze.
I was going to ask for quality predictions, but it's Q2. Just get me to Q3 already.
Yeah. Do you know that feeling when you're about to sneeze, but your body just kind of just tricks you and it just layers back down?
What you do,
Absolute horror.
lean back and look upwards.
My ceiling doesn't look that cool.
Oh, that's how I managed to get it, because it's uncomfortable. I don't like.
You know, I
don't
think
like
there's something wrong with you, because that did nothing. Something the Scout's brain just doesn't. The Scout's mind doesn't accumulate for the rest of us. Who's on
law.
that? Yeah.
Be wrong. Scout's law.
Scout's law. The days of the rat. The rat. No.
Well,
I can't speak today. I think URFL Russell's. No, he was on a kind of push, but it's on mediums. He's still on the mediums in Q2. Does Blood still think it's F1 2020, where the tyres you're on in Q2 get to you and you start the race on?
hey, fair play to him though.
Yeah. He's now slotted into P11, so he'll definitely need to boot up those softs.
I can't lie, that rule was a shocker from whoever made it. Absolute shocker. Right.
The tyre rule.
Yeah.
It made for fun races. One that comes to mind is 70th anniversary in 2020, when Verstappen got into Q3 on hards.
Up to line comes Frosty Life to go 11th.
Ooh.
Look at the field though. From
It's very
first,
equally split.
First down to that was Samurai slotting. Oh no, what it wasn't. It was Vapor, was it?
I didn't see, but whoever's just crossed the line actually.
No, it wasn't. It was
Just
Samurai.
no
Samurai slotted himself into
P10. Yeah, yeah.
Oh no, what was it? No, it wasn't. It was Tepolovsky.
Oh yeah, it was. It must have been because he's the only one on track. We can't tell.
Yeah, we can't.
Yeah, it was Trepolowski. Yeah.
Trevliok, I'm going to call him. Right. We'll have a look. For polls... Jesus. Well, I don't think anyone in the top 6 will oh, look at... Ah! Marine! Top 6!
And now the top 6 are under a tenth from each other.
Make
tier 1
it like
always
this in
makes it
Q3.
close.
Come on.
Yeah.
We could have some...
This could slot right onto the BRL Instagram.
This could have... Austria season 4 level start to a season. One of the last times we ever had Austria as the first race for a while, maybe even the last time. And tell you what, the tier 1 race was an absolutely amazing race. Chris won, but it wasn't by much. There was contact, there was controversy. It was a good race. Zach may have fond memories. But yeah,
I don't think I was here when that happened, sir.
I don't think you were.
I joined the race after.
There we go. Had to make tough decision today whether I practice for Mexico tomorrow or play Wreckfest. And after some soul searching, I have chosen the latter, and as it will improve my awareness and racecraft.
It won't
For
improve
what
your
will be
race
on
class,
display
just be
tomorrow.
taking it out.
Oh,
Who's
Mr.
that?
Chris has gone with the
Ooh.
confidence route.
That's risky. I know you might be 5th.
Oh, pigeon.
Half 10th off P1, but it is a bit risky.
I mean, he is at P5. I don't know whether anyone will have the pace to get to anyone
Chris
in
McKelvey
the...
will definitely need to get a better happen.
Oh, yeah. Chris and
Championship
Harrison.
favourite.
I don't know, you know. Oh, it's close, you know. I don't know.
Before the season, I was going to say I have a union on
pigeon.
Zach.
Oh, Zach has decided to retire. Has that... Oh, no,
saving them to set us off to the race, but... Oh.
That was Evan.
Oh, he's having a go at Sam.
Billy says, if I win tomorrow, I need a blowy.
Sam put it into Evan's wrong hole. Chris McKelvey starting his lap.
I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say that. Sinquires will go on board with him into turn 1.
Dunquies.
And then turn 2 and turn 3 nicely on the curb. Doesn't unsettle the car this time, so he won't lose time. Now down into turn 4. He will, let's see what he does. Does he hit the apex this time? Yes, he does. Turn 5 hits the apex again.
All the rotation he wants there too.
He's getting all the good rotation. Misses the second apex, but runs wide, so it's not the end of the world. Now turn 7 and turn...
Carries a lot of speed.
Yeah, he carries a lot of speed. He didn't actually touch that outside curb. I prefer to use a bit of the outside curb, because it means I can carry a little bit more in. But it comes with consequences if you get stuck on it.
Oh! He's still valid, though. He's still valid.
He's still valid. I don't know how, but that was quite a big mistake.
Save. It's going to cost him a bit of time. Chris McKelvey does go top by 2 attempts into the 13s. As Harrison across the line, 10th. Oh, that's risky.
That is not a nice place to be for Harrison, who has got enough lap. He has got enough in the tank to go and do another lap. He can chuck his car in a lean mix, and he can go and charge the battery.
Isn't your car locked up the standard there?
He just needs to get himself into a pocket. I've got faith that Harrison can get through. I think he does as well.
Frosty Life's on his lap right now. He's 10th up, so it'd be close.
I think he's quite a confident driver.
Yeah. Frosty around the final 2 corners. Gets a slide into the first hairpin. Keeps it well, nice and straight. Doesn't have any rear snapping into the final corner. Early shifts into 4th, under 5th. Around the corner, it goes 12th. Not the Q3 for Frosty Live.
Yeah, Frosty
Samurai
Life.
starts life. UFR Russell's 2 seconds off, so I think he's just starting a second lap. So those will be, I think, old softs, possibly. But Russell will
No,
maybe
they're new
try.
soft. That's a new
Ah,
soft
they are new. So
for
this
him.
is the second.
Yeah,
This
everyone's
is
on
his
new.
first lap. Yeah. Okay.
Everyone's on a new run, apart from Harrison, who has just started his final lap and
And
looks to have a
Sam
little
Lee,
slip.
13.8.
Samuel Drake Lee is absolutely cooking in that Ferrari. Last season we spotted him to be in the correct place at the correct time multiple times, and he's managed to put it to the top again for the second
Russell's
session
had
in a
a
row.
horrible sector one. He's tenths down, tons of rear snapping, and not enough rotation. Not looking good for the Williams, but they're only 2 tenths off. Chucking into the
Yeah.
corners, trying to gain all the time you need. Mr. Chris is in P8 now. It's a little bit
Yeah.
squeaky bum time for the McLaren boys, but Russell, what's his second sector split going to be? As he gets a little bit of a rear snap instead. Isn't too big to correct it, but
Oh,
uses it.
Marine
And
didn't
he's
improve.
nearly. Ooh, Maria hasn't improved. That's not good for him either. So they're both squeaky bum time for the but two who are right up there with the start Q2. But Russell only like half a tenth off into the final sector. Let's see how it. Ooh, a bit of a snap. Will he be able to improve?
To the
Will it be
line.
Q3? He won't, but he gains
No.
3 tenths.
Unlucky.
And
Russell.
Rice Wolf, I think, just beats Harrison, so it does knock out the Mercedes.
Oh, Harrison! Wow, that is a shame. Rice Wolf has invalidated, and Harrison is probably the biggest upset so far. Harrison being out. He is P11 though, but it's not the greatest qualifying from him, but he knows he's got time to gain in the race. He's got better race pace than quali pace on this game. Russell just doesn't seem to have the grip. For Frosty Life, quite close to Russell and Samurai, but couldn't get through. Samurai himself couldn't get through, and
I don't think Pigeon actually got a Saturday bit. Saturday, good lap in the end.
Yeah,
Still
Pigeon didn't
1.5 off.
Yeah.
So,
Cheers,
now,
guys, as well. Gotta respect 24 viewers.
Oi.
Put your poll predictions in the chat. Yeah.
I tried that once. I got no responses.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, I'm actually looking at chat now. So.
My poll prediction, I'm gonna say. Ooh. I think it's gonna be Jack A. Banter. I trust the Sauber.
I am gonna put my bets on for pole. I know Samuel Drake Lee has led both of the sessions, but I think Chris will be on pole.
Ooh. DHL F1 guy. We'll never forget. Rest in peace, really. This will be really close, though, at how we saw the first laps in Q2 unfold. All like top 6 within a tenth of each other.
If I'm giving a top 3 prediction, Samuel Drake Lee second, and then either Marine or Mr. Chris.
Ooh.
So,
Trusting Marine deeper, Nick. A deep pairing. I don't know, I'd say deeper ring? Diaper ring? Weird name. I'm gonna go.
Diaper Inc.
Diaper ring. There you go. I'm gonna go Jack Pole. Then we're gonna have, I think, Chris second. Then Zach third. Or Zach second, actually. Zach
Who won
second.
pole?
Jack.
Oh, Jack. Yeah.
Yeah. Then Zach second, and either Sam or Chris third. Then Union fourth.
Well, you've got
Or fifth,
in the
actually.
chat. You've got Awesome Liam for pole. Tepalowski for pole up the RB. Zach will get pole and will cause an upset. Well, Zach would, if he were to get pole tonight, he'd be on 14 poles, which would put him double the next, or double the poles of the next man behind.
And
I
he
wonder
breaks
if
the
these
record for most poles held by Zach himself.
Yeah, he just extends his record basically. Starting laps then, we have Marine. Oh no it's not, it's Race Wolf. We'll look at Race Wolf. Down into turn 1 then, as we see the track at its peak condition, and well, as we come through turn 3, as we have that lovely off-board Ferrari engine roaring into the Mexico track and the air, as
The air.
yeah, into the air, traveling at the speed of sound.
Ooh, what is this man yapping about? Ice Wolf
Yes,
keeping
there
the speed
are.
up into
There is
the
a combined
final
Constructors
sectors.
Championship, and there is a combined Academy Constructors Championship.
Basically speaking, I'll take a more time. People didn't. There wasn't enough team principals, so they had to do a little beta thing and just combine 2 teams together.
Yeah, and now it's actually a bit more efficient.
It actually is. It works really well. As Rice Wolf first lap of the day or of the evening, no session, 41. Mine only a 47.
It must have
Actually,
been a
that lap
mistake
by
in there.
Rice is actually good. Jacko and P2, the 14-2. It's not a bad lap from the Sailor.
F1
Did look a bit
Union slotted
frustrated.
in second. Jack A. Banter third.
I think Jack was a bit frustrated then because he saw a little bit of a shake in the wheel. Zach goes P1, 14
Chris
flat.
up
Chris
to
in the
line 13.
13s.
Anyone
Not
else?
looking good. The laps are staff now.
Vapor
No.
5th. Samuel Drake Lee then, the man to look out for. Up
Takes that
to
kid
the
nicely
line.
into the final
We
corner.
go. Samuel Drake Lee will
13-8.
provisional pole for Samuel Drake Lee, who is looking. Is he really gonna dare do a Grand Slam?
Oh. Dare to dream. Sam's been a driver who's had wins every single season, but he's never had enough good results to stay into a championship fight. Like last season, he notched up, I think, the most wins of anyone in the tier, but he finished 40 points off the championship in the end. So you just need better overall results because the pace is there, and the consistency isn't.
I'm assuming they're all out very early. Is there going to be some rain?
Ooh, it is getting a bit of clarity. It's raining quite a lot in Mexico this season. Back-to-back rains, possibly.
We didn't need it really, did we?
Yeah. Rain just kind of
Keep
made
it
it 10
dry.
times worse.
Well, if we look at the field now, it's a nice spread.
Yeah. What's the
Too
gap
bad.
right now?
Tepalovsky into turn 4, and then
Purple
gets that
sector 1.
rotation.
According to the track map.
Into turn 6. He looks like he's got a bit more confidence, actually.
Yeah.
He looks like he's...
Driver's getting on board with the new handling model.
Yeah.
After the new update. It definitely looks like he's got quicker in this session as it goes on.
Yeah.
And I was going to say AlphaTauri then, but the RB
There is going to be rain.
is
I
looking
have been
good.
informed. There has
Ooh.
been... There is going to be rain.
So this lap
Very
won't matter
soon.
for Tepolowski. That's why
Anyway.
I've seen all the great laps coming in so early. It's a bit wide.
Oh,
and
he's
that
lost
is
it!
invalid at the
There of
final
all
corner.
places. That is horrible.
How
To
is he
lose
actually
your lap
invalid there?
That's horrible.
That is, I think that's the worst part you can. Like the worst way possible. And that is, Jack's actually gone out for a second lap, so these lot are, the rain might come very late. As Jack goes down the inside, our first overtake of the season. Cyber gets past the RB.
Well, as
What a
we've
kick,
got so
Saba.
many drivers coming out on track, right? They cannot mess around. They need to get out as quick as possible. And the only man not out on track,
Is Sam.
he's out there.
He is
he's
coming
now
out now.
Coming out now, but
Happy for him.
I don't know, man. If there's going to be rain very soon, then I mean,
I think it'll be coming. I think at the very, very end of the session. So it's like they're going out now. And then by the time I set the map, it'll. Oh no! It might. No, it might be
it,
raining now.
no, it's
I
not.
don't know.
It's
Yeah, it might just be
still
like little thing on my TV.
still very
Rysor hasn't gone
overcast.
out. I don't think he's been aware of the rain.
Oh,
Oh, he's
is that
coming
it?
out now.
No, that wasn't it.
No,
I thought there was rain, but
it's
they're all
really, it's
starting.
nearly there. Chris is hurrying up because he's cutting corners. I think Jack will just start that out. It's so nearly rain. It's
The
literally
rain
the
is
exact same
currently
way last
edging
qualifying session.
in Mexico. The rain is edging.
Zeus is edging right now. The Greek gods are
As
just.
Marine flies through turn 1 and 2. Oh, turn 3 and 2 and 3. Sorry. Now down into turn 4, down that second straight and through. In turn 5, gets the rotation, little bit of wheel spin on the exit, rotates it through, misses the second apex and runs
Bit of
wide.
oversteer.
Nearly loses the lap. Turn 7 now. He flicks it through. Oh, little slide at the rear. Through turn 9. Oh. And then to the stadium section. If it starts raining now, he could be in dreamland, but he's down on his lap time.
It's
He's
not good
not
enough for
gaining
Marine
the
right
time. Unless he made a big
Who else is up?
mistake somewhere
Mr.
at this section, which he's slid. He's another slide. He's very unstable.
Oh, Jack's
And
invalid. Behind
up to the line
Cyber.
goes Marine. He has not improved. Marine has not improved.
My
But
pole prediction's
Mr. Chris
bold,
is improving. Unstable. But we'll move to Vapor, I think. No, someone was coming
He's
through the
invalid.
last corner.
F1 Union. He's on. He's going around the stadium section in the Red Bull.
Chris started a lap, I believe. He
That's
was
very late.
Yeah, it is very late.
Waterloo for Union though. 13.
It's raining.
Oh, it's so close. It's
Mr.
so
Chris.
close. 0.04 to take P1.
Here we
What's
go.
Chris gonna do? I
Up
don't
to the
think we're gonna
line.
say
Only
it's
P5.
P5. Yeah.
For him, he didn't gain as much as he might have wanted. Vapor JS, it's raining by the way. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Zach's
is.
just started his lap.
I don't know.
Sam's got even
Samuel
quicker.
Drateley, the
Even
man
quicker. Clean
who
7-2.
looks most likely to take a pole position and is in prime position now the rain has fallen. And I think out of anyone here right
The only
now,
man who can't
he-
stop it is Chris and Zach. And Chris is invalid, so
Chris
he
is
can't.
invalid. So it's down to Zach, and I don't know whether Zach will improve. We'll see at the second sector
He was
split
half a tenth
into,
down into second
into
one.
the stadium. We'll see. Turn 10, and now into the stadium section. We'll see. Is he improving?
Oh, he's 2 times
no,
down.
he's down.
He's given up.
I think he has called it a day. Samuel Drateley then is on pole
Rice-Wolf is still on
position.
lap. Rice-Wolf may still beat it if he has a mate. No, he's not really. He's starting in first. He's not actually going to take pole.
There's not
So
going to be
Belowski?
anyone that can improve. The track surface will be too wet.
Yeah.
And they won't gain enough. So Samuel Drateley will be on pole position. Again.
Is that
I
his
believe.
first time?
I'll have a look.
It might be his first
No,
time.
it's not. Samuel Drateley is on pole for the first time ever for him. So fair play to him. He takes pole at the season opener. And is this a sign of promising things to come from the man who was in the right place at the right time at pretty much every single race he was in last season? And well, he's got himself on pole. And well, thank God it's not F1 kids, otherwise they'd be glazing right now.
Oh my god! They'd be glazing on each other, actually.
Did that yesterday, mate.
Yeah. Glazing into each other.
Oh, should I the jokes me and Billy were making yesterday?
I saw the autism meme. That was amazing. It was so perfectly timed, too. Jack is doing a third lap. Doesn't want to quit. He's a millisecond up. So the scenes if Jack actually gets pole, then just he's a millisecond up right now. You know, Marine is retired. The Cyber is actually the only guy on track right now, so he's definitely desperate to try and get a
It's
better
not
lap in.
sticking to the surface, like.
Oh,
He's
he's
6
given
down.
up. Yeah. Let's see, and he's retired, so I think just need waiting on Jaden and Vapor JS. Is Vapor the same guy who was in McLaren last season?
Mm-hmm.
It's weird to see him in Alpine. As that's it for the session. Did you predict Sample?
No, I said Chris.
Ah,
Well, that was
how
a
much
close
chaos
quali.
will be into turn 1? It was very close, but it wasn't as
first down
close as
to 8.
G2.
First down to 8th. Yes, separated by
Ninth,
5 tenths of a
eighth.
second. Without the brain intervention as well. Who would have known? Maybe we could have had quicker laps, but I mean, that'll probably be the quickest you see all weekend, if anything. Yeah, so Samuel Drakely is on pole for the season opener and does go to the top of the championship now as well, saying that.
Lovely bit of 4 points in the bag. Or was it 3?
3.
Ah.
3 points
Lovely
for
bit
3
of 3 points in the
sessions.
bag.
That's how I like to
That's-
say.
That makes sense. But then what if one person got a different person?
I know, but it's still 3
Yeah.
3 sessions of qualifying. So
Fair enough. What's your race prediction then? Who's going to be
wow,
bottling it?
I'm not gonna be doing race predictions. Nah.
I'm going to do Sam win, Chris second, and then
What, Chris?
McKelvey. Then we'll have Zach third. It'll be a boring race, and it'll just be determined due to DRS and pace.
I do not think it will be a boring race. I think it will be a good
Okay,
one.
not
They'll all be
boring
quite
race.
close.
But not, it won't be boring, but it won't be like non-stop chaos and action, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think it'll just be like a race with like, oh, there could be a little bit of controversy with like a little bit of contact at the front or something like that. But we'll have to see on the run down to turn 1 because we'll only have a matter of seconds before we focus to the lights, and this will be one of the most important parts of the season. Watching the lights go out. And
There
well,
they go.
as we go to 5 red lights for the first time out of 14 races in this Tier 1 Season 7 season, it's lights out and away we go. And Samuel Drake Lee and F1 Union are already side by side down into Turn 1. And on the outside is DHL F1 guy who looks to swoop into the lead. Is he going to get into the lead? No, it's 4 wide at Turn 1. No, F1 Union leads. And Samuel Drake Lee is all the way down into 5th place. Now back up to 4th. But it's all sort of a little bit of a contact at the back, but no one's got damage. But Jaden leads. And
Chris,
from
the
Chris.
inside of Sam. Sam is not a good. Sam's on hard. So
Oh,
he's going
contact
long
at
on
the
Ferrari.
back and race will send spinning.
Oh, that's off the Haas.
Oh,
Sam he hasn't gone up to P anymore, but he's dropped down to P5, so it's definitely not the start. But he will be going deeper into this race. Their hards will come to him, but right now F1 Union kind of in dreamland at 4 times clear of Chris, who's Jane's used a lot of his ERS already. The 27% rinsed, and both the leaders are none, which I like that. I didn't know this, but you can actually see what ERS mode they're using on the
yeah.
That's a great
Good one,
feature.
You've got the strategies at the bottom of your screen, the mediums and the hards, and if, well, tucked into the slipstream was Chris, and now
Some
down,
Quiz has damage and he's pitting.
yeah, down the
Both
main straight
Hasses.
then, into turn 1, Chris leads again. Oh,
Pepper
another
Lossi's got
contact,
past
Mr.
Sam.
Chris dives it on Zach, and Zach says, ain't no way you're getting past, and closes the door.
Nuh-uh. It's a bit of a battle back at the back grid too. The Hasses. Riceoff is literally pushing WF1 Fisichella around the track right now. Haas is a big send from Riceoff as he gets up in the 16th. Carry Redemption Arc.
And you can see Chris,
this new modern ERS will help Jaden a whole lot because he does burn through his ERS quite a bit. So this new ERS he can save quite a bit quicker.
yeah, he likes using. He's always been one to burn, as you said before, but he also is quite tactical when using it. You'd say usually it's never for a bad need. It's always to just like
When
make
you
an
need
overtake or defend. Basically, what when he does with it, but he uses it all tactically.
like just now to try and keep into the DRS of Chris. Chris is
Yep.
9.5 times ahead of Jaden just then, so he was just that little bit away from breaking away from that DRS. As
Well,
Chris into third now, the McLaren is flying along.
well, just
Very
remember as
pacing
well
the Papaya boy.
that DRS detection zone at the white line just coming around that last corner is a double DRS detection zone. It determines the DRS down the second straight as well, so it could always be the better option to make that move on the first
going to
straight.
go down the inside, double right-hander, cuts the track a bit. Very ambitious move, but it doesn't get the traction at the end of it. But Sachs holds on to fourth. Great start from Tepolowski there in the RB. Going from 10th all the way up to 5th already. RB is showing a lot of good pace already. But he gets a time. That's probably why he's had a great start, because he's been cutting the track. 4 people with time penalties already on lap 3. Track limits do seem like a problem at Mexico. Where's detail? Nope. How can I get to pens? There we go. Yep.
As we get the drone shot, well, F1 Union has not used much on this lap. Might have been a Chris mistake, or he just reeled himself back closer into what was it, into the last section, into the stadium section, which is turn 11, and he gets back into the lead then, and Chris tucks back into the slipstream, and he doesn't want Jaden to escape him. But DRS is quite powerful on this game, and it seems that Jaden is enjoying his time.
Chris actually got a much better run at the end of that corner because he had tons of overspeed with Jaden, and he had DRS as well. So I think it might be a difference in wings there too. Is now the other Chris is running at the back. Chris is now Tepolowski going around the outside this time of Zach. Switched it up this time, didn't work on the inside, so he goes around the outside, gets a much better traction, and he gets past Zach, who's also in the hards. So a lot of drivers are choosing to go into the hards. Like, the inverted strategy does seem like it's the quicker overall in the race, but mediums will definitely have the pace this stint, but come 5 laps away and then it will definitely be looking like it'll be the hards.
It's not just that as well, right? You got to think, starting hard, the hard may come to you, but also any early safety cars, you can come in for the medium and then do 2 stops. You do 2 stops medium. And do medium, and the medium is obviously gonna be the best tyre.
Ooh, Russell's gone in the final corner. I think he's binned it.
Yep, he has. He's got
Might be
a
him
little
throwing
bit.
a towel early.
Well, I've never seen that ever. He has damage on both front wing end plates and nothing else.
Must have been steaming in. And Hugo and Frosty left on the battle.
Chris retook the lead, by the way. As you can see, the field is starting to spread out a little bit more as Samuel Drake Lee looking to make the move on Tepolowski, and looks to have, but he's not he's not taking his nose out, and this has turned into an almighty scrap up the inside. Is Vapor looking to maybe get through on the both of them? No, he's going to get passed by Marine, who looks up the inside of Sam, and he stays behind.
Oh, Hugo's also gone, I think. He's lost a few places. Williams are losing a tons of places in his lap. As I think Rice Wolf's gained like 3 places, and every time I say driver's name, they get a penalty. It's a massive scrap from P5 all the way to P9. They're all so close to each other. I think that's Pigeon. That Pigeon has crashed. Oh no. This straight will be interesting. Tepolowski from Sam. I think Tepolowski, he just about stayed in DRS, but all of them have little ERS left. As Union does get back past Chris. The other Chris is chilling, and there's a safety car early, so that's really.
Oh, and that is Russell. Russell has lost it at turn 7 on the exit and seems to have crashed on the outside.
Not a good week for the Russells.
Yeah, doesn't seem to be, and that brings Harrison right back into the mix. I'm wondering, will he pit? Yes, he does. Free stop for him, and he'll come back in. He'll bring himself back into the equation. Lap 6 of this race, 1 safety car, but all good racing wise.
Yeah, very clean. Well, not, yeah, very clean and very, very close racing. It's been fun. It will be fun, interesting to see how many of the hards will pit. Do they think it's too early to pit for the mediums and do a double stop? But Mr. Chris has stopped in the middle of the start of the S's. Something's gone wrong there. As he's now overtaken his way back across the grid, but his car just stopped. Vapor's got a 10-second plan for ignoring yellow flags. I think that's got something to do with Mr. Chris's overtake, but Mihinovic has left. I'll have to get him back in.
Yeah, so they're pitting, and Vapor will have to serve that pen. Sadly, and he won't get any time removed either. That's a shame for him. Oh, and Mr. Chris has damage. That is why.
Did he spin under the safety car? Something must have happened to him.
I can only think contact.
Yeah, that's under the safety car. How many people pit then? Interval. Actually, let me check the race director. Oh, everyone but the top 3. Tepelowski, Samurai, and Weisswolf.
Well, that rearranges the equation a little bit.
We've got an Italian first, a Hungarian second, and a German third. Talk about some European Union. Colonizing Mexico. How it should be.
Take notes, Nigel Farage.
You would definitely vote in reform.
I would never.
Don't know a thing about politics. Nigel Farage, go brr. What are you eating, son? I can hear you slowing down something down the mic.
It's a struggle.
I can hear.
Let me check the noise suppression on.
Mm.
There you go.
There you go. Huh? Oh, Joshua Stevens, 66. AKA the real Luke Littler.
Yes,
Do you want to
Luke Littler.
commentate with us? Logan, can Joshua Stevens, 66 stay?
Yeah, you can. I invite him.
True.
Oh, seems good.
Yeah.
What type of game? Or what game?
Maybe because it's too big.
I'm banned from that game. No, I'm not.
How are you banned from Microsoft? Did you fly into the World Trade Center, Logan?
I am not actually.
Did you? I'll put 1p in. I'll send Penny in, if you want. Please help Luke Littler buy EA Sports F124.
Right, I have news. McLaren Chris gave Samuel Drake lead damage at turn 1 and was understeering so badly.
It was on hards too, so it must have been horrible.
Well then, Tepelowski will lead the way.
It's getting very slow. 15 miles an hour.
Yeah, there's a little glitch, I think. Yeah, there is a glitch.
Yeah, it lags your throttle, so you can't actually drive.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
Tepelowski leads away.
Yeah, he leads well.
Samurai with the
Samurai.
slipstream though. Will he try and take the lead or will he stay back and hold on? He will hold on for now. He doesn't want to risk losing tons of time because they are in a different race now to all the people behind his union. Trying to get past Rice Wolf.
Oh!
Who gets tagged
Zach.
by his teammate? It's not very, not how the Red Bulls wanted to start their season, as the Red Bull TP was with us right now. So Chris slots up to P5. I think he just got ahead of Zach after his contact with his teammate.
Josh is not the Red Bull TP, mate.
Is he? Oh, he was last season.
That's
Okay.
Snipes.
He was last season. Okay. Samurai
Harrison
and
is
Rice Wolf
washed.
having a bit of a.
Harrison is.
Oh,
Samurai and Rice Wolf having a little battle down the double right-hander. I think Rice Wolf will send it into. He was going to send it. He thinks better of it. Stays in P3. Samurai 1.2 by now. Oh, it's a second safety car, is it? No. Is it?
no, it's not. I took a look.
Oh, okay. I see. As Rice Wolf
Here we
gets
go.
a much better
Overtake
edge.
used for Chris.
Rice Wolf gets into
the
second, much
inside.
better traction. Oh, it's a
Oh,
bit argy-bargy.
The touching.
Robin is racing, as they say. That's definitely the code Jaden's racing player right now. But yeah, good defense. He stays in P4. All of them are on hards, so I think Jaden and Chris are going to go to the end. Did Jaden start on hards? Or no?
Medium.
Okay.
They all started
So
medium.
these two are going to
Apart
the
from
end.
that.
Zach is
Zach's on the
pitting again.
2-stop now.
So will the 2-stop and mediums be better than the 1-stop and hards? Will hards be able to go, is that 26 laps?
Question:
think
Is
so.
Harrison washed? Yes or no?
Harrison is washed, he's in 14th. And the people he's ahead of is Hugo and a pigeon. No offense to Hugo and a pigeon, but yeah, Fizikella gets a penalty. I think he's nope. Mihinovic has retired, so as Jack faces Marin. Ooh, it's a big dive. Marin holds on, holds down the inside. It might have been free wide then of Samuel Drake Lee. It will go down the inside of Jack. Bit
Oh,
margy
Jack
bargy
and
again.
Sam make it.
Great
contact.
move from Sam.
They made a little bit of contact on the exit there. As Marine tags the Ferrari at the back. Samurai seems to have not much grip and is slowing up the Aston Martin, who looks to try and.
Those mediums are definitely not loving it right now.
Yeah. So.
Rice Wolf has got good pace right now. He's gained over a second on Tepelowski in that last lap. I definitely am backing this house today. As Vapor gets a penalty. Union might be looking to make a double overtake here. Or maybe. He has the DRS, he has the overtake. He's already pulled out the inside and through goes Jaden. Rice Wolf falls in through and Tepelowski goes from first to third in the matter of seconds.
Someone
as Jaden
can't,
takes the lead.
Someone can't take control over their car when you rejoin, so I don't know who it is.
What's his name?
Oh, I think that
Well, that's
was.
in the Twitter chat.
It might have been Mihinovic.
Oh, it was Mihinovic.
Oh. Yeah,
As
that's just
Chris-
the glitches from last game are carrying over, it seems.
Oh,
Quiz
Chris
is having
nearly
a
lost the
battle.
rear.
Oh,
That I was on board with him for that. That was very.
oh, yellow flag. It's
very
Fizikella at the
concerning.
back. I think he's had contact with either Vapor or some quiz.
Right then.
Tepelowski
F1
is second pen.
What's
F1
F1
Union
Onion
then
doing?
leads from Rice Wolf from a DHL F1 guy, and he's looking
Not
to
for
make
long.
some easy work out of Rice Wolf here, and he makes the move.
Pen
He
inside.
could say he was forced off there, but yeah, Chris could easily be reported and say that he forced
Yeah.
him off there. But
The thing with that corner, it's so inviting to go for an overtake, but then the corner is so tight you can barely go side by side. Marin has gone into the pits.
it's so it invites you, and then it tightens up very quickly.
Yeah. That's the same thing for me in tier 3, is I took like 6 odd laps because I had such a good run at the end of the S's. I just couldn't get past because of turns.
Hey Josh,
how sharp that corner was.
Be playing that, please.
Yeah. Let's get the TikTok off the stream, boss.
No,
we're
I was
running
watching
on
some
efficiency.
American complain about like the turbulence in Europe. Quite funny.
Well,
Quite
Chris gets
ironic
into
too.
the lead again then.
It will be quite interesting with the battle for lead because Jane and Chris will be neck and neck the entire race now, going to the end. So they will pretty much be racing both of them. It's pretty much just them two now. Maybe Zach with his 2-stop and Sam, but it's pretty much Chris and Union versus
Oh,
Zach, Sam,
Zach's
and
got damage.
has he? might have been with contact with his teammates. It's 3 wide into the really tight corner I just mentioned.
Yeah, that's never
That's
going.
not going to work. Both of them go wide. Jack might make a double move into 5th. Argy-bargy with Sam. I think Jack will get it done. The kick versus the Ferrari. Customer team versus Works Ferrari. As Sam does go around the outside of the final corner, gets a better one. Don't know if he has the DRS though.
Sorry
Definitely
to
don't think that he
interrupt,
does,
Radiant.
but
Switch for the lead.
as we come back to the battle for 5th, Zach gets past Sam and so does Jack, but now Zach will go down the inside of Jack. And Zach runs awfully deep. Jack goes down round the outside. A bit more contact. Zach gets more of his wing taken off. And this will invite Sam. But Sam's got an awful run again. He's not having good grip or pace in the Ferrari right now as Chris goes down the inside. And he takes 7th. Sam is not having a good race. I think he got damage. Yeah, he does. He has half an end plate. And Samurai has been tagged to the back by the other McLaren of Pigeon. Vapor slots into P9 now. Oh, Mike.
Yeah, your mic had a little bit of
Yep.
a
He couldn't survive. It was going for so long he couldn't survive.
Tell you what, I thought Jaden just got a pen there. I was on board with him. So he turned 10. I was like, oh.
Ooh, Chris and Zach are all battling in this little middle pack, and I think
Oh, and
Samurai's gone
Samurai's
off.
gone. He has gone off and
That
he's
might be a
spawned.
safety car. No. Ooh, Rice Wolf and
Marine.
Jack having a battle now. Rice Wolf has to give that one up. I think.
Oh.
Jack round the outside the far corner will get it done. He does have the DRS on Tipolowski.
My
What's
lord,
happening
man.
now? Chris round the
Chris-
outside from the final corner. Great run at the end as he gets past Rice. Rice Wolf's mediums are definitely
He's
not
tucked
helping
into
him right now.
slipstream. He's locked in.
Zach
the gap
flies
is coming
through.
down on Chris to Zach to the outside. He pulls.
Ooh,
But
Chris
oh,
slams into
there's
the back of
damage there.
Tepelowski.
And more
Tepelowski
damage.
gets overtaken by Jack too.
Mobile
And Chris,
chicane.
there's so much damage going on. Chris retakes the lead of Jin. The leaders are now 5 seconds ahead from all this battling. Jack starts. Oh my god,
Oh!
what's that behind? I'm clipping that. That was a whole lot of carnage, really. As Tepelowski has to go into grass, 10-second penalty for him. That's very unjustified. Zach with, I think, tons of damage now. I think he has like red wing, surely, because he's taken a whole lot of damage to that Red
Oh,
Bull.
it's contact.
It's looking
And that's
very
Vapor with
ropey.
damage now. I think Pigeon's
Everyone
also
has
got a
damage.
little bit of damage as well.
Damage
They've all
galore.
got damage. This is
in Tier
crazy.
1. Yeah,
Crazy
Jack's
scene.
wing is somehow unscathed. Union and Chris are pretty much loving life right now. 5 seconds after all that battling. As
More
Chris
damage.
down the inside of Zach, he goes round the inside the final corner. He will get it because Zach will not have the amount of. Chris goes in the pit. I think that's just a continued amount of damage just building up.
I think
And
you might be
that
able
will
to
probably.
ta-
Ooh, a lot of
take
people are pitting
medium to
actually.
the end.
Yeah, I
think you
think
might be
people
able
are
to do
pitting.
20
Yeah,
laps.
they are going mediums. So I think this is the period where the two stoppers will come into effect. As I think Rice Wolf, I think he's staying out in the mediums, just playing it long. Let me look at this lap. How long his mediums? Yeah, 14 laps of those mediums. He's definitely playing it long and going until that second stint. But he has gone medium, so that'll be bizarre. So he'll do medium for the rest of this race, man. As Union's got a second on Chris. Chris has made a mistake in that second sector. He's
No.
nearly out of the DRS. He will keep it just for the DRS in the second sector.
I've
So,
been on
the
board with
Mercedes-
Chris most of the sectors. It just seems like Jaden's a little bit quicker at the moment. The
Red
gap
Bull
at
found
the
a
start of
sudden
that-
surge of pace.
Oh yes,
But
there's the
Chris-
mistake.
Yep. He's just kept it in the second though.
Oh,
Literally
just,
9.85. As Union says, a fast lap race, he was definitely pushing on those hards. It was go time there. As, I think there was someone got a penalty at the back. I didn't see who. So the race has kind of calmed down now. It's all about the undercut for Chris trying to get past Zach. I think now the race kind of comes into more strategic game plan with Chris and Union. Who will they keep swapping over with the DRS? Yes, they will, because Chris retakes the lead with the DRS. Lovely overtake with the man in the pink helmet in Chris McKelvey. You know, I may as well say this now. I did not know Chris was born in 2008.
Yeah, neither.
That's
Until like
making me feel like an young man. 06 for life. Not 09 for God's sake. Ugh.
Yeah. Chris is the same school
nah.
academic year as me.
You're both in year 10. Oh my god.
It's a bit weird.
I know. I agree, Josh.
Josh
How old
is
are you, Josh?
oh, yeah, Josh is '06 as well, aren't he?
Yeah.
Way. The brothers. Best year.
100%.
And then there's '09 bollocks. Logan, what year was Navek born?
2011.
I
Oh,
was
we
Hurt
missed
born
a
my
in
switch
heart.
to the lead.
2010.
F1 Union gets past Chris and into first again as Sinquires. Harrison
frosted life right there,
Greenhalgh,
been
take
left.
a bow, son. Up to
Didn't
fourth.
quiz.
I think that's more strategic, but he's got up ahead of Zach. That's great recovery from the Mercedes. I think he's going long,
Oh,
really
He's
long.
still
on
washed.
this. That's
Oh.
Mr. Chris retiring. That's a safety. Oh, he's crashed in the pit lane. I think.
I was
He's
on board
intentionally
with that.
crashed in the pit lane because it looks like it. Yeah, that definitely looks a bit iffy. Let me see. Is his car still going to be there? It will. What's
Well,
happened there?
that is a safety car.
I don't know, but that will extremely ruin the chances for Union Chris as their lead of like 7 seconds evaporates just like that. And that really helps a lot of people, but it doesn't help the people in front with penalties like Vapor and Jack. How many people will pit? The top two, they do come into the pits to get off those old hards. Deliberately, so that's actually really helped Harrison. Because he has a perfect chance to pit and he's just got up into P4, so his race has been saved. And everyone will pit, I think. They're all going to mediums to the end. Let me check. Yeah, I think that's mediums for Sauber, mediums for Red Bull, mediums for the Merc, Vapor mediums. Yeah, everyone is mediums. Softs will not last to the end of the race, and hards are simply not the tyre for the end. Oh, Harrison had the ERS glitch. We can't see his ERS.
Oh, go away with this installation stopped. What are you on about?
Restart your Xbox.
Right, I expected an invite when I finish. Bye.
Bye. Oh my god, my eyes have just been bleached. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm just going to look on Instagram and I see the worst thing I think I've ever seen. What the that's going in the main chat, BRL. What the What the hell? Look at you there, boss.
Yes.
Look at the main chat, BRL. No, he's got bleached. Do I have Josh the friend even? Sad if I don't. Oh good.
Mm-hmm.
Might need it, but I don't have him as a friend. Oops, safety car in his lap. Safety car in his lap. Safety car in his lap. Sam is comparing the driving standards of today to Tier 3. And I was in Tier 3. I can say this would make Tier 3 look like squeaky clean. There you go. Joshua Stefan 33 times 2.
Right then.
What is it, 33?
F1 Union goes. And there's a way.
Chris stays with him
Chris
quite early.
is homing. He's staying.
Homing missile.
Staying
Silver
with him.
arrow. Darting
Or you
past.
could say homosexualing, as he refers to himself as.
He doesn't actually go for the move, but he does run into the back of Jaden. As no moves in the back except for the two Hasses going side by side. And then Fizzy Killer gets tagged by Hugo. And it's just wrong place, wrong time for the Williams. Ending up tagged around the Haas as he loses places all the way down to 10th. What could have been 6th as Fizzy Killer goes to last. Not being a good race for him at all. As Vapor and Zach are racing, two of the former title challenges. Alpine and Red Bull, two different teams for them. One McLaren, one Mercedes. Good. What did Nige do? Marion gets his second pen. Oh, the most reformed Britain, reformed UK person there is. Sunqueeze might go for moving Jack. He's rinsed all his ERS already. He's gone.
I'm more focused on in the
Yeah.
battle, or on the battle for the lead.
It's a
because
second for the top 5. You could put a blanket over the top 5, but I really struggled to get that one out there. As Chris might get moved, he's just staying behind. Chris is playing it strategic. No ERS used for the Mercedes. 98% for him, as the rest of them are down in the 30s. Jane's now up to 70% now. Yep, Josh's gone.
well,
I think Chris
Lap
was just waiting
20.
for DRS to make it more simple for him.
lap 22 of this race then.
This race could seriously heat up in the final few laps now, with all these people in DRS of each other.
We have 15 laps remaining.
Oh yeah. When was the last time Harrison got a podium?
Cota last season.
Oh right. They're not too far away then, but yeah. Apart from that, I haven't got the chance to interview him as a podium today yet. It would be nice to see some quiz on a podium. As Chris, the other Mercedes, speaking of the devil, has gone P1 ahead of Jaden. As I think it's Sack and Vapor still are battling. Sack with the DRS
Well,
just get past
this
the Alpine.
time it's a little bit different because it's not just the two out front now. So Chris has the opportunity to try and break the DRS, but he needs to rinse his battery and try. Oh, as Jaden makes a mistake.
He could rely
No,
on
he
Jack
doesn't.
and Jaden battling.
Yeah, he
But,
could. And this
yeah.
build to the gap, I don't understand. Why wouldn't you want to work together, maybe sit in the turbulent wake, but you stay in the DRS train and you don't lose a chance of a win if something happens.
Yeah. So let me check warnings for you. If that will help in the final few laps. Chris has 1.
Oh, unstable for Jaden. He runs wide and now to the outside goes Jack. The door is closed though. And Chris nearly, is he? Does Chris take the not get the DRS?
He does
Jaden
get.
just
He is out of second, but Jaden will get DRS just. But
very
Chris,
close.
yeah. Jaden has 2 warnings, both on the same lap.
Well, look at the speed Jaden's reaching. 214 miles an hour down the main
Ooh.
straight.
I think he
is
ran into the
flying.
back of Chris at the end there. Didn't quite catch it.
He's just
This
so much
race
quicker
could
in a
seriously
straight
be
line.
won by any of them. I think it's like down to the map, like different steps. Chris optimizing the pace in the middle sector, and Jaden optimizing the pace in the straights.
Straight. Yeah.
The streets. The street man.
So
Full streets. Thug life.
Harrison currently on 4. The
Yeah. He
podium
still has
as
that
well.
Ferrari behind him, though, chasing for it. The pole sitter and Sam.
It's Jack
Surely
Hayes.
Samuel Drake Lee should want to get the Drake part out of his name after what this year's been.
Samuel Python Lee.
Just put Samuel Lee.
Oh no.
You know, don't want to be associated with a paedophile, yeah.
Drake's not a paedophile.
Yes, he is. Have you not
He's not.
seen what's been going on?
What do you mean? I thought it was just him stroking it on.
No, you
himself.
haven't even caught up with it. Have you not heard, like, all diss tracks that are gone out on Drake?
Oh no, I've not been too interested.
Yeah.
I just thought he got leaked stroking it and then
He
that was it.
did. But he's also, you know Kendrick Lamar?
Oh, hold up. Yeah, I do know. Kendrick.
Yeah, him and Drake had a bit of a beef. Drake said Kendrick's got small shoes. Then Kendrick replied, accusing Drake of being a pedophile, hiding I think 11-year-old daughter, accusing him of sex trafficking. I think a whole lot of other things. I think popping, like using fake pills to make himself look better. I think he called him a colonizer a lot of the time, which is strange because they're both black. Chris goes down the
Oh,
inside.
to the
with a very
lead
tight
goes
ball.
Chris again, and this time
Oh,
Jack
James lost
Hayes
down
gets
to.
through.
That's really helped Chris now. That's put him into a perfect position. That's
Not
the word.
really, because he's vulnerable to 2.
But at the same time, the penalties there.
Well, knowing how
He's-
quick
he'd rather
Jaden is in a straight line,
Oh
and the
my
gap
God.
is 3/10. He has left himself
Oh
out to
my
dry. He's on the
God.
grass. An F1
4
Union.
wide.
It's 4 wide on the main straight. Squeeze into the lead.
The quiz. Let's go. We might have to be neutral as commentators, but in our heart, we are pure, passionate Sun Quiz fans.
The Mercedes have literally just done a swap, and that was all
This is
from
Witcheroo.
that was all from Chris not being patient and
Rice Wolf
yeah.
and Sam had a bit of battle that day, as Sam has to forced to go off wide with a ghosted Haas. He will lose time here, but it's going to be close. Sam
Harrison
has
in
to
a
back
winning
out.
position. I think this is the
Go
first
on.
time we've ever said this in BRL ever. Harrison winning a BRL race
It
with
could be on, but Jaden's
11
straight line
laps
speed
to
is
go.
extremely good.
Up the inside for Jack Hayes. Give
Go
us on
on.
camera.
It
And he stays. But
it
now,
helps.
Harrison's the one left out to dry, and this is where it starts to
Yeah,
get
might
serious, and
switch
this
over
is
as
where the
Pigeon
race
is
starts to get
retired.
good. Until there's a
Safety car.
safety car, which
Harrison
causes
dives in
manic.
immediately. So
And
does Jaden.
Jack
Jack
Hayes
will
stays
stay
out.
out.
It's a double stack for Mercedes. They're all coming in. Chris
it?
is about to be absolutely shafted here.
Will he? Yes, he will. It's horrible for Chris. Sunqueeze still stays out in P1. Well, Jaden lose any positions under the safety car though. But Jack's staying out.
And Chris has lost 3 positions.
Oh.
It's a double
So we
DNF
got
for
14
McLaren.
rounds left, but
Double DNF.
yep. L for you, Bozo. Have you
Yep.
scored points yet this season, McLaren?
No.
Ooh, it's not looking good, bruv. Mercedes on for two wins right now, as it stands.
Nah, yeah. Harrison just can't do anything clumsy. The laps have come down. He's on the soft compounded tyres, just like everyone is. But
for
this
Jack.
is where Sam
think-
before he. Oh yeah, go on.
Harrison has to rely on Jack kind of being that wedge in between him and Jaden, and because Jaden's straight line speed is that good, you can get past both of them on the straight. So he needs Jack to hold. He needs to get past Jack and rely on Jack's like slow mediums to hold up Jaden to a point where he can get out of the DRS and just use the higher downforce setup to just fly away, and just that straight line speed won't be a different deciding factor.
Indeed. You take over for a little bit. I'm going to get a drink because my throat is dry.
Sure. The struggles of commentary. We don't really need to go over anything right now. Everyone is paid except for Jack. Pigeon's car is apparently drunk. Ooh, safety car in this lap then. Jack will lead us away in the Sauber.
Right then, we are back.
Oh.
Um,
You got perfectly
Jack
anti.
Hay. Jack Hay then will lead the safety car
Ooh,
restart.
10 seconds for
Probably
Tepelowski for
the last
collision with
one.
Marine. Busy Color's got a drive through and Tepelowski's got 25 seconds with the pens.
Probably the last one, safety car wise. So let's see if Harrison can get Jack Hay off the mark and just get gone.
I wouldn't be
basically.
surprised if Jaden gets them both into turn 1 with the
He's
speed
gone.
that Red Bull has. So Jack Hay will lead us away for the final 7 laps of race even. I can't count.
Harrison's tucked in.
Harrison
He's tucked in
has
the
the
slipstream.
slipstream on the
Gap to
Sauber
10th,
of
he's
Jack
used
Hay.
all of his energy down into turn 1.
Rinsed
Is
it
he
all
looking
immediately.
to go for that move? There's contact into turn 1. He's still side by side. Jack Hay
It's very
forced
close.
to run deep and he slots back in behind. But now F1 Union comes alongside Harrison. But is Harrison going to
OP
look to make the
strong
move on Jack
Jane
Hay?
backs
He
out of
pulls
it.
out. But now, is he going to send it?
Oh,
Oh, he
contact.
spins him.
And Harrison gets
And
a
that's it.
penalty while
Oh!
he's there. Oh, is Jaden gone?
Yeah,
Oh,
Jaden's
God.
gone. That's caused a big accident.
Constantino back there from Harrison to contact. Harrison is still on track for a win if he can gap Chris, though. Is it? No, it's not. It's still second safety car. Chris is now on target for a win. It's on target for a Mercedes 1-2.
Jaden's down to 10th.
Oh
What
my
is-
god, that's a horrible restart from the who was in. He was looking like he would have won for a split second then, and then it turned into turmoil. Or as Chris has got ahead of Jack. As Jack does hold on to it, he sends it on him into the chicane.
Oh,
Chris gets past with a
move.
cheeky switchback, but it does give Jack a penalty as he has to cut over the second part of the track. But will Harrison be able to get that penalty removed? It was a ambitious dive, but there wasn't enough room for him to work with, and it ends up with contact between him and Jack. So
I
that
don't
one
know,
will
he
be
wasn't
a
ahead
hard,
at the
yeah,
apex. That's the
it'll
thing.
be a hard one to look at in the office. But Zach gets up into fourth, so now it's looking
he
like
sends it
Zach
as
out
well.
of nowhere. It's looking like Zach out of nowhere could still win.
Oh,
Or
look at-
will Mercedes play a tactical game and Chris gives up the win for some quiz after they might feel Harrison was a bit hard done by with the penalty. So
I don't
will
think he
Chris
will get it
play?
removed.
Yeah, I'm putting a tinfoil hat on here. Will Chris back up Zach to a point where it's a 3-second gap and give Harrison a win and Mercedes 1-2? Because Rice to
Well-
Wolf has 9 seconds, so they'll get past him anyway. It's just
Well-
between P1 and P4.
Anything
Really?
can happen. I'm looking at F1 Union now. He has the right to feel hard done by because he's just been done by an incident that had he was out of control. For.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Jack
all
gone
you
to
can do is
last
feel
actually.
bad.
He's actually
Um,
bent it the same corner. He's stopped. I think I don't know what's happened to him. He's retired. Yeah, it's kind of all got the time off him. He should have pitted really. Chris goes past Rice Wolf on the straight, easy to like. Mercedes 1-2, and it's 1 second between Harrison and Chris. Chris has the DRS on his teammates. 6 tenths is now
Rice
the count.
Wolf
Zach
left.
gets past him too.
Zach, go,
So,
yeah, he lets him
Zach
go.
is definitely an underdog in this race now. It's Mercedes versus Red Bull, right back to 2021 or even 2024.
Here we go.
It would be more
Samuel Drake
2024.
Lee looking
'cause
to make the move on Rice Wolf. Yes, he is, and he turns in on him.
that was very, very sharp.
I think
turning in
Samuel
from
Drake Lee
Rice Wolf.
he had the right to go for the dive
Yeah.
there.
And then
but he
it
had
kind
the
of looked
door
like
closed
Rice's
on him.
turn-in was a bit way too sharp
a bit
with the
late.
car on your inside.
I think it
Exactly.
was a bit too late anyway.
Yeah. It doesn't actually help. Doesn't cost Sam that much. He's still back in P5. He just has a different car ahead of him in Vapor with 9 seconds of pens, but a much quicker car, I'd say that. And Samurai gets a 3 seconds. Now he gets up to 9. Teporovsky
Now-
and Hugo on a cheeky battle for P9.
I'm
There's a
looking
big
at
battle
the,
of the RBs and Samurai actually. Nearly 4
I'm
wide
just
into the
looking at-
hairpin then.
Jaden here, because Jaden's looking to make the moves and trying to get past Marine now. Who
Straight
he
line
needs to
speed
get
is
past.
definitely going to help him.
Here comes Chris. On
Mercedes
Harrison.
switch.
To get through yellow flag. It is someone's hit. Oh no, Hugo. Safety car.
Another one. That's really late. Are we going to end up on safety car? How can they do that?
2 laps. Harrison's been screwed here.
Oh, he's been royally fucked. But now I think Mercedes could use Harrison as the wedge between everyone else and Chris. So I think Chris might take, is it his 3rd straight season 1 win? Am I not wrong in saying that, or I might not be? But I think Chris has won round 1 in season 4 and 5, and no, 4. I don't know. I think he's won the last 2. And Harrison would have to pull a Sergio Perez to keep Zach and Sam Drake Lee behind to give Chris the win with 2 laps left. And it doesn't count out Union. On track he would be P4. So he's still in the running for that win. This is gonna be tense.
think it's safe to say after this race we know what we're doing with Mexico anyway. So, yeah.
And whose idea was it to get Mexico on the calendar?
Me.
You. She's just so honest.
To be fair though,
it's a good track, but it's a bit chaotic.
yeah, it's quite chaotic. I mean,
Australia next week. Can we just restart the season? No, it's not restart. Carry your points
Australia.
over and just got Australia round 1. Ooh, Jaden's running
Australia
to the
was
back. Jaden
brilliant
is
last season.
barging margin. Barging the margins. Has he got damage in that, I wonder? Let me check. Oh, the horrible camera angles, I can't check.
Oh, I think he does.
Oh,
No, he
margins grass.
Oh. Guys, pass him. Guys, you can pass him. You can get your pens removed. If you're watching the stream, pass him and we'll get your pens removed.
What the hell happened there? I don't know what happened. Well, I kind of just, I just left by somehow. Well, how has Jaden got a 10-second pen?
Marine. Marine's AI and his AI are cheeky bums.
Ah.
I can't invite Marine.
I don't think I can either. Hold on. Invited and request. Do I have Maureen as a friend? Ooh dear. Who's Ibrahim? Why do you want to be a friend? Do I have Maureen on my friends list?
He's back.
Oh, okay, that's good. So you've got it in his lap then, and all the chaos, all the drama that unfolded in round 1 will come to an end in a mere 2 laps. What will Mercedes do? They have 2 cars in there right now as a 1-2. Shut up, Evan.
The fact you can hear him with noise suppression is crazy. Oh! Zach! That is heartbreak.
What's happened?
He's
What's
lost it.
Oh no! He was. Oh, that's horrible for him. Chris is gone though. Harrison will take the lead. What's happened there? Zach is retired already.
Yeah,
That's
Zach,
horrible.
Yeah, that is.
That is
we
tier
feel
1
for it.
bottling right there, though. Sam is now looking like he could win. Mick, I haven't played it well, but Harris taking the lead from Chris. Sam is now P3, chasing down Chris. Union's still got that grit in his, what's it, a grit in his teeth? I think that's the saying.
Yeah.
He's definitely biting down on his teeth right now as he's chasing down.
If Jaden gets into P3, we can give him an interview because that pen is getting removed.
So we're doing 4 interviews.
I
Go
mean,
on.
technically no. Technically no.
You're just gonna bomb off some quiz. Some quiz would still get a podium.
Oh, we got to do 5 then. Oh, we got to do 4 then.
5 interviews? Who else are we interviewing? Just Zach interview for bottling the win.
No, we do 4 because Jaden's pen will get removed,
Yeah.
so he'll be on the podium.
as we start the final lap of the race. We
Yeah,
don't have DRS
final lap
for
of the
this
race then.
straight, but some
And
quiz
Chris-
will lead us away for the
Yeah,
front lap.
Chris then
Says
will
1-2.
probably take the lead coming
No, he
into
won't.
the stadium section, so they'll bring it home in formation, will Mercedes. But
Sam
will
could
they?
still mess up this party for Mick. If he
Yeah.
pushes really hard, makes a little
He's
send
got to
or something.
push.
Yeah.
He's got to push, but the
Chris goes
Mercedes
defensive.
will work together. They're good teammates.
Yeah. Loyal.
Mercedes, they know what they're doing. But Samuel Drake, he is a very talented driver. He's got very unlucky today as well with damage
He'll
and
still
stuff
take
like
him
that.
P2. So,
Yeah, I mean, if he wins, then I mean, fair play to him. That won't be the Grand Slam, but he'll get a hat trick.
yeah. It was nearly the Grand Slam.
Or will he? Actually, no, he might not even.
Mercedes do the
Knock off
switch.
after that.
Harrison will
No.
cover off Sam, so he can't do
He'll
that
get the
last lap
brakes.
send.
Unless,
Oh,
no, he
parking
covers the
debugs.
inside.
Mick will go
Harrison
into
up the
unison
inside.
as
Covers
Harrison
it.
does it
Makes sure
strategically.
Chris will round the last corner. Then Chris McKelvey starts the season with Mercedes delight again. Chris McKelvey wins.
Mercedes go back to
Samuel-
back at Mexico.
Samuel Drake second, and it will be F1 Union third.
Probably.
However, we will give
Probably.
him and
Some quiz right now as it stands.
yeah, as it stands.
Hugo driver of the day. I don't agree with that one. It's some quiz man from last podium pretty much. And happens to be the two drivers without a penalty, 1 and 2. Right, Logan. I'm gonna have to bounce.
All right.
I'll have to leave you to introduce yourself. I'm sorry. Hello, lads.
Disappear.
Congrats on the win.
Fucking
Get
hell.
out.
I got taken out twice, by the way.
Cry a bit. Cry about it.
Harrison, you're probably gonna lose that, mate.
What?
You're
Lose what?
probably gonna lose the podium.
No, I can get my 3 seconds removed.
Yeah, but Jaden can get his 10.
Yeah, but I finished in front of Jaden.
I know, but I don't know whether you'll get yours removed.
Mate, I got turned in on by Jack, which was my final warning, and I didn't get a single warning after that.
Leave it for now. Leave it for now. We're good.
Yeah,
We're good.
we'll see.
We're good.
I mean, as it stands, we'll take it. For the academy, but I'll interview you at the 4 years.
Cheers.
Tickets. That's tickets. That's tickets. Oh,
Logan, did you invite Jaden because you think he's getting the podium?
No, because I'm interviewing all 4 years. Because any
fair.
between Harrison and Jaden can get it. So
Yeah, fair enough, I guess.
we'll see. Yeah, we'll start with Jaden then, because like, yeah, you had a fight for the lead quite early on with Chris, and then it didn't go your way. Obviously, like it was collisions that it was an unlucky collision as well that costed you the win today. Talk us through your race.
Yeah, that was quite a hectic one. I was happy with qualifying P2 when the rain came. Good start, led the race, and then I just kind of worked with Chris a bit to pull away, and then the safety cars one after the other kept stopping that. I'm just on my theatre now because I still don't actually know who hit me into turn 4.
what was that when Jack? That was me, you, and Jack.
It might have been Jack.
Yeah,
Just
because
checking now.
Jack turned in on me
and I got a pen,
Yeah, that was it. That
and
was
then
when it
you
was.
just disappeared.
Oh,
I
my
don't know-
theatre skips it. Great.
I'll see if I can find it.
Cheers. Yeah,
It might
you
be
and
on the stream as well.
you and Jack had something, so I was like going wide to avoid, and then someone on my inside tagged me and sent me down like to 10th. But apart from that, I've just kept a cool head. I on the first restart actually, I got 2 warnings in 2 corners and no warnings anywhere else. So the race just kind of took a toll there. But it was chaotic. It's the thing I'm used to, so still enjoyed it.
I mean, the first time we've ever done Mexico, I was like,
Really?
going into it, it was a bit like, I don't know what'll come from it. Yesterday's race was horrendous. It was like that.
I've got the 4 wide thing on my theatre.
Yeah, it wasn't a very. It doesn't seem to be a very good track for racecraft, it seems. But I mean, we'll have to move on to Australia. I mean, how do you feel around there?
Is that next?
Yep.
Yeah, I've got it, Jaden, I think.
Alright, cheers. I like the track, at least on this game. I'll just wait and see, really. I like them up there, at least.
It was Rice Wolf that hit you.
Of course it was.
Oh, he was so dirty.
Great. Because suddenly I was battling one Merc the whole time, Chris, and then, yeah, Snowy's there
Then I
now.
had to-
Like, fucking, like, overtook all 3 of us on the straight. I was like, okay, fair enough. Let's bring the
That's
battle
gotta
on.
be
We obviously,
overtaking
we all gotta
the
overtake
season already.
we all gotta overtake that Sauber on old mediums, but
Oh,
then-
Cyber, Jesus Christ.
then it all kicked
Yeah,
off.
I've got one clip of them moving across me under braking and just turning into me.
Yeah. Was it you who got a
was-
penalty like last lap? Like
No,
right at
I
the
got
end?
one on. I got mine on 29.
Oh, I
and
thought
didn't
someone
warn
got a
after
3
that.
set in the top 3. Oh, okay.
Well, cheers for the interview, Jay. Then you
Yep.
could get people. You never know. There could be round
oh, yeah.
10 pop up.
I don't know what happened with the AI. Like, I'm stopping. He's DC'd or something. I've tried to slow down. They're pretty much stopped. I have to get a move on.
I
So
think
yeah.
fucking Sam. We got
Yeah,
Laura
I was
and-
just saying on stream after I saw you go, I was like, everyone pass. I'll get your pens
I think it might be
removed.
Sam that got the 3 at the end.
I don't.
No, Sam was fine.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Did
that
you
was
not have
yeah.
a penalty, or did you have a penalty?
I didn't have any.
No. The one race I don't stream because it wouldn't allow me to stream, and I think while I was altering it, you may have seen me leaving quali. That's why. But yeah, I couldn't stream that race annoyingly. But I've clipped at least something. But
Well, we'll move on to you, Harrison. Talk about that 4 wide route and move. Let's talk about that.
Chris told me to go for it. I went for it. Ended up in the lead, innit? Pretty simple.
Fair enough. Keeping it short and sweet. Australia, how are you feeling?
Surprisingly, quite happy. I mean, I know last game it wasn't one of my strongest tracks, but this game I actually do feel decent at it. I mean, TT, yeah, I don't try time trial. Quali, offline quali, online quali with Chris. That's where I do my practice. I can't be asked to practice in TT, but I'm quite happy with my pace there, based off what I've done at Australia so far. Obviously, quali today was a bit of an issue, so that's something I need to work on. But race pace, happy with. I damaged lap 1, taken out by Samurai. Just put my head down. Chris can vouch for me. I wasn't really communicating much after I got taken out the second time. I was just asking a little detail here and there from Billy, but yeah, put my head down, pushed. The safety car timing was perfect because I got knocked out in Q2. I had 2 sets of fresh softs. Chris had a fresh set of softs that he saved from quali, so we bolted those on. Yes, he got done by the double stack, but he came back to win it, which is great. I mean, the teamwork there, the synergy, carrying on from 2 seasons ago, from last season here, just works. We work really well together. I mean, It's just brilliant teamwork. I mean, the final lap as well, executed it perfectly. Had a big enough gap to Sam so that he can get past me in the final sector. Because I wanted to stay ahead for the final lap until that final DRS straight, just to ensure that I'd get P2 on track and possibly P2 after I get my pen removed, if I can get my pen removed. But yeah, I'm really happy with that.
Yeah, well, yeah, thanks for that, Harrison. Moving on, Sam, yeah, just talk us through your race. I mean, quali, it looked good, and then the start wasn't the best, and then you kinda had no luck after quali.
Yeah, I mean, quali was amazing. I mean, I haven't had a pole in BRL, and then to get fastest in Q1, Q2, and Q3, considering I hadn't done Mexico really before, about 20 minutes before the session started. I was very happy, and considering I could have gone quicker on my last lap, but the rain, I again was just very happy with quali and was looking like a good race. Although I know how bad starting first it is at Mexico, so because of that, I made the switch to hards because I saw everyone behind me was going medium. So I was like, okay, I'll let them all overtake me. I'll just sit behind them in the DRS train, and then I'll have the better pace at the end. Yeah, that went well off the start. I didn't get a horrendous start considering I was on hards. I was going to come out in P3, and then I got dived up the inside by Zach, and then the McLaren Chris went around my outside, went off the track, and then just slammed right in between me and Zach and gave me damage. So I had damage from lap 1, turn 1, and I was just struggling to keep up until the first safety car. Paid onto hards, changed my wing, was down quite a few positions, and then me and Zach were just trying to make our way up through the field together. And what was it? The Sauber of Jack? Was that his name, Jack?
Yeah.
Oh my god, this guy can drive through to save his life. Me and Zach are going side by side going into the the stadium section, and he decides to send it up our inside and make it 3 wide on that really tight right-hander. Puts me and Zach straight off the track. Zach, I think, almost went in the wall. He just kept on pushing us off, and then spray checked Zach, and it gave me damage again. So I had damage for the second time, and I had to pit because that was like a yellow wing. So my luck really wasn't going well. The last safety car, the third safety car then came out, and I stayed on my mediums, which rolled, and I was up into 5th, stuck in the train. Then the Haas was dirty, and I couldn't get past him. Once I did get past him, the final safety car came out, and that was the softs. So I went on softs like everyone did, and then I just wanted to keep it for a podium because my race was absolutely horrible in terms of, well, considering how quick I consider myself. I mean, at the front, I think all of us had like similar pace in the DRS train. But considering I got put away from that to come out with a podium, I'm not complaining.
Yeah, I mean, it was a race of, well, as Jaden said before, it was quite a hectic race. Moving on to Australia, how are you feeling for that one?
Again, haven't really done it much on this game, especially after the handling update, the first one, so I'm not really sure what my pace is around there, but I liked it before the handling update, so hopefully I can do well again and continue the run of form I had in quali, considering this year in other leagues my quali pace has been way worse than my race pace. So I was really surprised how quick I was in quali today.
Well, yeah, I guess we'll have to see how it goes next week, and yeah, cheers for that. Moving on to Chris. You've won another season opener.
I know it seems to be becoming a bit of a habit. Hopefully this time around I win some more races during the season rather than just
And
the
maybe
season
a
opener.
championship.
I mean, I've been P2 twice now. I want that championship. I really do.
Yeah, I think that's 3 seasons in a row now, is it? 3 or
It-
4.
It's not three it's 2 in a row and 3 total. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, last season you were 4th.
I'm just scrolling back now.
Last season I won the season opener. The season before that I didn't, and then the one before that I think I won it. I'm pretty sure.
Yep. Yeah, so yeah, talk us through that race.
So quali P3. I was happy with P3. I felt I probably could have got pole. My first sector was a bit scruffy through 1, 2, 3. Off the start, got into P2. Was pretty happy with that. I was happy to just sit and swap positions with Jaden. He was great leading the whole race. I appreciated him. Then obviously we pulled away massively. Then the 2 safety cars really hurt the pair of us. And then it was battling the Cyber. He was hurting us through majority of when we were fighting with him. Then Harrison appeared on the scene, told him to go through. He got the lead. Then safety car came out, had the double stack, dropped the P7 on track on the softs, made my way back through, and then I did say we probably needed to swap positions on the last lap. I was thinking in my head, I couldn't communicate it out in words. The way I said it, it sounded like I just wanted the win, which obviously I did. But if he doesn't get that removed, I think it was safer for me to go through to make sure we did get the win, and it wasn't Sam getting the win. But I mean, yeah, everyone was pretty good. No pens, which I was pretty scared about at the start of the race. So I mean, I can't fault anything on my side. So yeah, I'm just really happy, and hopefully this can be the start of a special season.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see. Moving on to Australia then. You won that one last season. Can you do
Yep.
it again?
I mean, who knows? Hopefully, I feel pretty comfortable around Australia. It's always been one of my better tracks, one of my favourite tracks on the game. So hopefully we can just translate that into some good pace again, and hopefully we can be at the sharp end and fighting for wins and podiums. Not just Australia, but the whole way through the season.
Yeah, well, that's been the Mexico Grand
Can I
Prix
just say
for...
something?
Okay.
If I get my pen removed, that's a perfect start for Mercedes in Tier 1, by the way. Apart from fastest lap.
Yep. It is.
Yeah. Well, that has been Tier 1 Mexico. I've been your host, Colin Logivico, and alongside me tonight was Ridian and at some point Josh Baker. Zach will be back tomorrow night with Snipes to cover Tier 2, where you see the start of a new Tier 2 chapter. See you then.